Hello, my name is Robert Batson. I want to invite you to my exhibition, New Works 2019 to 2021, in the Courtyard Gallery at the Irving Arts Center. This exhibition is a collection of over 30 works that are mixed media pieces done with assorted pieces of paper and chalk pastels like this one called Aspen Glade. These works show my lifelong interest in color, texture, and the landscape of northern New Mexico. I have always liked color. As a little boy, a new box of crayons was a source of delight, endless fun, and fascination. Now, the source of color in this exhibition is chalk pastel. Pastels offer intense, rich colors and also soft, subtle variations of color, and they blend well. This allows a variety of techniques which allow me to create soft shapes, hard edges, and the illusion of depth. A second lifelong interest is textures, both real textures to paint and draw, and the creation of the illusion of texture with paints, colored pencils, and of course the pastels. One of my first experiences with textures was at art class at Crockett Junior High School here in Irving, where our art teacher would take a piece of cloth similar to this one and create what was called a drapery. We were supposed to draw the cloth with all of its shadows, the variations in color in the piece, and ironically, we did these drawings with chalk pastels. My knowledge of textures was expanded when I studied architecture at Texas Tech University, and brick, stone, and weathered wood became favorite textures to design with. It was during this time that I was introduced to the landscapes of northern New Mexico, specifically the mesas, the plains, the rich trees, the mountains, and the incredible blue sky of the Taos, Santa Fe, New Mexico area. And this was during numerous family vacations to the area. Today, it's interesting to me that these rich colors and textures were suited to the pastels, and the shapes of the draperies were very similar to the mountain shapes in the area. Color, texture, and landscape seemed to come together in late 2019 after an artistic dry spell of almost a year in which I felt I wasn't doing anything original, new, or interesting, or exciting. Then in November 2019, I began to experiment with color and texture and landscape again. I began to crumple various pieces of paper just to see what textures I could create. Then I would drag the pastel over the crumpled texture, and then I would tear these crumpled pieces of paper into abstract shapes, and I would put them up against a neutral background, sort of like this, and landscape shapes began to emerge, and the ideas began to develop in my brain. It was also at this point that I introduced my secret ingredient, hairspray. I had to spray the pastel so that it wouldn't smear, because it's basically just dust on the paper. And these new works began to emerge. Soon I had 2 brand new pieces hanging in my condo in Taos, New Mexico. They were exciting, they were new, they were invigorating, and I was very happy with them. And it's interesting for me to try to figure out where I'm going to go next. New Works 2019 to 2021 will be in the Courtyard Gallery at the Irving Arts Center through September 25th, 2021. I hope you'll visit the Arts Center and see my exhibit and the other exhibits in the other 4 galleries. I think you'll find it's worth the trip.